The downpour of rain cascaded across the city while Sero sat alone in his apartment, swinging on the hammock languidly. It was his day off from patrol, one of a few, but with the rain hampering the day, he decided to relax at home, scrolling on his phone through whatever social media caught his attention the most. Sero jumped in his hammock, floundering about while it swung haphazardly until he stopped himself from moving. He stared at his front door, listening in for any more commotion, only to be met by the sound of rain and light thunder instead. There was nothing. Not a sound or a peep. But he had a niggling feeling in the back of his mind that he couldn't ignore. Sero lifted himself from the hammock, walking towards his front door before he peered through the peephole. Still nothing, except for the cloudy colors of the storm outside. A moment passed while he pondered. Surely there's nothing outside, yet he opened his door with a creak, peeking through until he spotted somebody laying by the door, collapsed on the floor. Sero stopped to spot you, breathing heavily through your teeth while your eyes were shut tightly.
What are you doing here?
Shut up!
You hissed, cradling your head in your hands.
My head feels like it's ripping apart.
You trembled in pain, curling into a ball on the dirty concrete floor, soaked from the rain. He eyed the apartment hall, finding nobody in sight, before he grabbed you from under your arms and dragged you into his apartment. Shutting his front door, Sero continued to drag you towards his couch, before he eyed his hammock on the other side of the room. He contemplated giving in to his better judgment when he carried you in his arms, walking towards the hammock. You groaned, feeling your weight scrape against his timber flooring and the sudden inertia of him lifting you up. That headache swam around your temples, only adding more strain with every movement he made.
Not too fast.
You grumbled angrily.
Everything's spinning.
Sorry.
Apologized Sero.
Hope you like hammocks.
You felt him lower you into the hammock, feeling its gentle sway take your weight while it almost wrapped around your frame. The rocking sensation eased your head a little. You almost felt light, floating within the hammock's soft fabric. More grumbling slowly escaped your throat to catch Sero's attention, yet you couldn't form any more words, now exhausted from the pain that rippled through your brain. You succumbed to the swaying motion of this hammock again, until you heard footsteps return back to you.
Take this,
spoke Sero, holding out aspirin and water for you. You peeked through a sliver of your eye before you quickly took the medication to swallow it whole. You only returned back into the safety net of the hammock, its sway slowly rocking you side to side.
Care to share what happened?
Asked Sero softly, only earning a grumble back from you.
I'm in pain.
You groaned.
As in you got in trouble?
No, just a headache.
You're sick?
And suffering.
Sero watched as your body turned limp in the hammock, fading with waning strength. You looked peaceful despite the abrupt slam into his front door. With a gentle tug of the hammock, he slowly rocked it to and fro, watching while you fell asleep. He wondered if inviting you to his apartment was a smart idea after all. You felt the soft purrs, the tiny whiskers, and the fur press against your head, rubbing against your cheeks. But that throbbing headache continued to tap against your skull. It was a sudden wake-up call, finding yourself on the couch, clutching onto the cushions and digging your head into their plush. You swore Shinsou was with you before you felt the nauseating feeling crawl up your spine. You groaned against Toka's invitation, laying a weak hand against her back before she made herself comfortable next to you. You flailed around for your phone, listening to its incessant ringing to find it next to you on the coffee table. There was no recollection of you ever leaving your phone near you, yet you picked it up, loosely bringing it to your ear without a word.
Kitten,
Spoke a familiar voice.
Oh, Hitoshi, where are you?
You weakly asked, your eyes shut to keep any amount of light away from you.
just outside the apartment block. Sorry to wake you.
No, you're okay. Where's the aspirin?
Medicine cabinet. Kitchen.
You grunted while you heaved yourself from the couch, signaling Toka to jump off from it while you weakly and haphazardly walked towards the kitchen. Your feet dragged a little while you consciously made every attempt to reach every available wall, phone still in hand.
Can you wait 10 minutes? I'm in the elevator.
Suggested Shinsou.
I'm fine.
You lied through your teeth with your head leaning against the kitchen counter.
I just need a few minutes, and then I can grab the aspirin.
Stop being stubborn.
You're stubborn.
Toka's mule caught you off guard, feeling her body press against your legs while you swam through the nausea and the dull pain. Breathing was becoming a chore, hearing every breath through your nose, your eyes still shut.
Kitten, are you sitting down?
Asked Shinsou through your phone.
No,
You weakly replied.
Are you standing?
kind of leaning.
Where are you?
Kitchen counter.
The sound of the door opening caught your ear, but you did not move, still with your head on the kitchen counter to help you keep upright. The shuffling was like a drill in your skull, your fingers tightening across your forehead to help keep the pain at bay. Then you felt a presence from behind, reaching above you for items that you were trying to sort yourself minutes ago. With a gentle hand, Shinsou grabbed your shoulder, squeezing it in a comforting manner to help you lift your head. You found yourself leaning against Shinsou from behind, his hand with a glass of water and a couple of aspirin to take.
Nah, here.
He coaxed soothingly, helping you take the medication while you leaned into his shoulder, feeling his heartbeat in your ear.
Oh, thanks, Hitoshi.
You said softly with a heavy sigh.
Did you find out more about...
Let's not talk about that now.
He suggested while he heard your voice drift.
You need to rest.
You only hummed in reply before you felt him direct you towards the bedroom. It all happened in a blur before you felt the plush blankets and pillows against your body, lulling you back into slumber before a peck on your forehead warmed you.
Get well soon, kitten.
Whispered Shinsou, rubbing his fingers against your forehead tenderly. Thank you for tuning in to a headcanon this time around. If you enjoy what I do or would just prefer to fall asleep to my voice, please hit the like button, ring that bell, and subscribe to my channel. I've finally gotten around to writing this 3rd edition for curing headaches, with the last 2 of the major 7, Sero and Shinsou. I'm unsure whether I would like to continue with this trope for other characters, but if you would like a 4th or a 5th edition, just please like this video or comment down below and let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for visiting. I hope to hear from you soon, next we meet.